Hello, my name is Jose Navarrete II, and this is my story of a lifelong learner video. Let's get started. Okay, so today I'm gonna be walking you through where I'm from, where I am now, and where do I see myself going in the future. In regards to where I'm from, I was born and raised in Arizona. I was born in Phoenix and I lived there until I was 5. My parents have been split since I was about the age of 1, so I've kind of just constantly been going back and forth between their houses. Until I was 5, they actually both lived with their parents, so I'm really close with both sets of grandparents. When I was 5, like I mentioned earlier, my mom and my stepdad moved down to Sahuarita, Arizona, which is where I grew up until I went to the U of A. Moving at such a young age did result in me being a teensy bit awkward when I started school because I didn't really have any friends, but I think it pushed me to be a little more social, and I think it's one of the reasons that I would honestly consider myself an extrovert now. Besides being a little socially awkward, I had a pretty great childhood. I was actually able to play sports from the age of 8. Sports have been something that have actually super deeply impacted my life. I started playing baseball from the age of 8, and I played sports all through high school. I played baseball until my sophomore year of high school until unfortunately I ended up developing tendonitis in my throwing arm. So I decided to just put the glove down and focus on football. While playing football, I actually also ended up getting injured in just other areas of my body, which was pretty unfortunate, but it's okay because we persevered. The areas I got hurt in were my PCL, or the ligament in the back of your knee, obviously my shoulder tendonitis, I got patellar tendonitis, I fractured a wrist. Overall, I was pretty beat up, but it's okay because I just pushed through it. Those injuries actually taught me a lot about myself and a lot about just continuing to do something even when it's hard and trusting the process. And I would say that the experience of playing sports throughout high school have really formed me into the person I am today, and also gave me a love for physical fitness, which is something that I'm super into now. I would say this segues us into where I am now. Right now, I'm an engineering major with a math minor, and I'm expecting to get both of those in May of 2026. In regards to my degree, I'm not entirely sure what type of engineering that I want to do because honestly, I think that they're all pretty cool in their own right. Some more than others, but honestly, I just think that learning how to build things and learning how to make things is like super cool and it's something I'm super interested in. So I'm honestly just having a hard time picking. And obviously there's that pressure, you could be doing this for a long time. You want to like it. I do 100% want to do my math minor though because I just love math. In regards to my coursework so far at the U of A, I think I've done a pretty good job at staying disciplined and just turning in assignments and paying attention in class. And this has led me to, as of right now, December 7th, 2022, being in pretty good standing going to my finals. So that's something I'm really grateful for, is that I was able to develop those habits throughout high school so that in college I could apply them. And my first semester is going well, all things considered. I think just staying disciplined and doing what needs to be done has really helped me to remain successful in the weight room, which is something I'm super passionate about, in school, in life in general. It's just made life a lot easier. Something that I'm noticing about my coursework at the U of A is that I'm really drawn to courses about the natural sciences, which would kind of lead me to, if I were to give myself a perspective identity, would be the natural scientist identity. It's just something I've always been drawn to since I was young. Something contradictory to that, I guess, though, would be that I actually do really want to take a music course because I've always wanted some formal education about music. Unfortunately, though, I was not able to get it for spring 23 because all the music majors have to take the class, I guess. But besides that, I'm pretty excited to try and get that course later on. Now let's move on to where do I see myself going? I guess we'll start with a supposed 5-year plan, or where I see myself in 5 years. In 5 years, I'm hoping to have gotten my engineering degree. Right now, I'm looking at mechanical, and I'm thinking that's something I might just end up pursuing because it's so versatile. I'm also hoping to finish with that math minor, as I mentioned before. Whenever I get out of college, I'm hoping to work in the renewable energy industry because that's something I'm personally very passionate about. I know that climate change is a really big issue, and I know for sure it's gonna affect me in my lifetime. And if I end up having any kids, it's for sure gonna be their problem. So I wanna help myself out and help my future kids out as much as I can. In order to do this, I'm hoping to have at some point gotten an internship with a renewable energy related company or a climate change related company that's really focused on bettering the environment. In the future as well, because I'm currently looking at a mechanical engineering degree, that's a very versatile degree that I could do a lot of things with. So I'm hoping to at some point get a chance to experience and get my hands dirty in a lot of industries and find something that I really do love and come back and do graduate school for that. So say, for example, I'm working in the renewable energy industry and I find something within the industry that I really love, I would love to get the opportunity to come back and do graduate school for that subject. In regards to learning in the future that's outside of a traditional academic sense like graduate school, I'm really hoping to learn things like music or art or really anything. I just love learning things in general. If I were to take a guess based off my interests now, I would definitely get a lot more into a traditional music education because I just love music. And I think I would also just look into meditation and how that's evolved throughout the years because that's also something I'm really big on. And finally, in the future, I'm also hoping to continue being into physical fitness and remaining physically fit. I don't think that's something I'd ever see myself getting a formal education in, but I feel like if I do accomplish what I want to accomplish within engineering, it's an industry that I would definitely want to look into. Overall, I just love learning. I really enjoy learning about things that I like, and I really like broadening my perspective with learning about things that I may not be so interested in. But overall, learning is something I hope to continue doing well in college, outside of college, and just in my life in general. And that brings us to the end of my story of a lifelong learner. I want to thank you, yes you, for watching the video, and I hope that it was able to be mildly entertaining and that you were able to learn more about me, and I gave you a new perspective on learning. If I was able to do any of those things, then this was a success. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.